We all have a bit of banter from time to time, don't we? Well, when it's harmless, that is. Because when I look back to school years, it felt more like belittling banter. Almost everyone was having a go at it, ripping it up until it was toxic. I'd be having a good, wholesome conversation with a friend one moment, then the minute other people arrived, he'd be acting like a completely different person, taking the mick out of me just for the sake of it. If I called him out on it, he'd squeal, "Calm down, it's just banters." This was typical with many of my friends. You were just expected to either join in or suck it up and grin like a moron. Being part of a diverse group of friends, everyone had a unique slur or stereotype that could be used against them. And if that wasn't enough to get under someone's skin, they'd pull your leg, describing in detail their wet dreams about your sister, or how your mum was giving them the eyes. It was mostly fun and harmless, but our constant roasting sessions seemed to become the main reason we all hung out. Throughout school, I was fairly quiet. Even when I did think to chime in on the banter, I'd often hesitate and miss my chance. I could be funny sometimes, but on the whole, I wasn't all that confident with my wit. Mostly, I just wanted to get away from it all, like a bad smell. One day, after yet another argument with my best friends that escalated from just banter, I decided I'd had enough. It'd gone to the point where we were no longer acting like friends, and we had known each other since nursery. There was little to no conversation anymore, and anything we did open up about would be used against each other. Trying to communicate this to them never worked. I was not in the best place at the time, admittedly, and being in that environment only made it worse. I stopped talking to them completely. I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but I was tired of it all. After that, I barely talked to anyone really. For my whole first year at sixth form, I was sort of a mute. When I did finally come out of my shell in the second year, I found a good group of friends. But there was little to no banter that I could be part of. They'd all been to the same secondary, so they shared a history together. Try as I did, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was an outsider. They were great people, but it just fizzled out. Funny thing is, those same friends I had that massive fallout with are now my closest friends. I think it's because we've learnt each other's worst, toxic side, as well as our best side. We've tested our friendship countless times, and now we know each other's boundaries. As we've matured, that need to test a relationship has slowly faded away, and what we're left with is a more solid friendship. We seem to have learnt to pick each other up, instead of putting one another down all the time. Of course, there's still banter. Friends would be friends if insults weren't thrown around for fun. But that too we now do with a better understanding of one another. The belittling kind of banter always struck me as the behaviour of immature people. But now I see how it's helped me and my friends become more mature. Without it, we might have ended up as spineless wimps, nurturing ill-founded grudges. Have you had any friends or groups like this? Did you come out of it stronger, or is the toxicity still present? Let me know in a comment down below, I'd love to know if you can relate. And as usual, if you like the video, leave a like. And if you enjoy what I do, consider subscribing. Really appreciate it. Anyway, I should go. Cheerio, matane.